Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Carbuncle's Corner number 9, I think. Round 2 of Losers Finals. No, that's not right. Let's start over. Hello everybody, welcome back. This is an all-clear start that RadioRad has just missed. Round 2 of Losers Bracket, Bronze Bracket, Carbuncle's Corner, number 9, and also episode 2 of the Dusty Rant, where I talk about how frustrating it is to make video games when you have stupid dum-dum brain that doesn't know shit or fuck about applications, making applications, and really enjoys thinking about video games a lot more than actually making them. So Dan is here in bronze, and I have to wonder, like, who sent him to the Losers Bracket? I was probably the person making rematches. Sorry, spoilers. Dan is a player that I believe I fought against quite a bit. I'm familiar with this stairs. I see RadioRad also doing some kind of stairs there at the end there. I don't want to pop those guys. That's gonna be a nice little 4-chain. Dan has the potential to make fairly long chains, 9s, possible 10s. Tends to average around 6 or 7, I believe. I might be lowballing that a bit, though, because, as you all know, my remarkable ability to forget what I just saw tampers with my memory. Okay. So last time I was saying, when I was working on this game, is that I didn't think it would take this much time, and it ended up taking a lot of time. So I was thinking, yeah, I'll work on these commentary videos as soon as I finish this project, and then it didn't finish. It just kept going. So Dan pops a 6 when put on the ropes. Right? That's Dan's chain cut short. Dan can actually extend with stairs onto the second floor on a fairly consistent occasion. But anyway, the specific problem I was having one night was, okay, I was working with lists. And the thing about Godot is that while Godot likes promoting good habits, because promoting bad habits is how you get a game like Yandere Simulator, Godot is also kind of stinky in that they prioritize being user-friendly over, you know, standard practice for, like, what you should be doing. Like, what people like to see out of their coding languages, I guess. So, it's got its own proprietary script, that is... Do I even use the words? Dynamically typed, object-oriented. Does that mean anything to you? Is that anything at all? Basically, like, it's not like Game Maker where you just use a bunch of functions to manipulate everything. In Godot, everything's an object, but everything's an object that can magically transform into another object. The thing is that it also supports C#, which doesn't like that. So when you interface with Godot, you have to do these weird type conversions between the Godot types and the C# types. So I was at a point where I had to do those type conversions, and I was kind of hating it. I was having a terrible time, but to be honest, I was like, I can work with it as long as I just remember to cast to the type. And then I got a casting error. I was like, okay, what seems to be the problem now? Oh damn, the fog's coming. The fog's coming, Dan. Oh no! Oh no! RadioRad taking the first game of the set. The match. The match. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I asked the program, like, what seems to be the problem, ma'am? And they're like, sorry, we can't convert the list, the type collection to the type list. And I'm like, what do you mean? You see, a collection is like, it's okay. There's like types of collections. There's arrays, there are lists, they're kind of sort of different from each other, and you can't always convert from one type to another. Anyway, the engine was telling me that the type, which was implementing the interface that allows you to count it, could not be counted. And I was like, why? Like, why? And it got to a point where I was so enraged by this error that I didn't even realize when I had fixed the error and was getting a different error for a different reason. I was just ranting about it to two friends in voice chat the whole time, sounding like a mad person, where I was like doing like the SpongeBob is this your wallet thing, but with like programming types. And then they're like, oh man, I'm tired of playing Rivals of Aether. I gotta log off for tonight. And then we all log off. And then immediately afterward, I'm like, wait, null reference exception. Let me check this other script. And it turns out I was trying to access a value that just hadn't been assigned yet. Like, I was just trying to add something to a value, but the value was typed null. Empty dictionary all along. My bad. And I get stuck on stupid problems like that for like the whole day. Literally sitting at my desk, writing things down over and over in my diary, in my little journal, and figure it out. And it's the stupidest solution ever. And the solution makes me so mad. So freaking mad. Just like, oh my god, this is so stupid. Alright, so Dan wants those blues, and here come the blues. RadioRad sent 7. That's gonna be tough. But luckily, Dan's got those blues. 7 with the blues. Bit of Aspire in columns 2 and sorry, not 1 and 2, 5 and 6. But gets the extra link and is able to bury RadioRad with a definitive 8 chain. So there are the long chains emerging that I was talking about that Dan is capable of. Anyway, that's the end of my rant. I hope you heard the first part before you heard this part. Otherwise, this would make absolutely no sense. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, I suppose.